As our castaways begin their third week on Treasure Island, they are down to 5 members in each team. Strong alliances are forming.
This morning we had a bit of a downpour again about 4 o'clock, I would assume about 4 o'clock. And everyone moved into the middle of the hut again. And who was Clark cuddling up to? Michelle. Spooning each other, I think the word is. And he wonders why we call him the Playboy.
Just 4 days after the elimination of his soulmate Dale, Casanova Clark has formed a new female alliance.
Oh, these rumours. Why do I find myself always at the bottom of all these rumours?
Clark and I happened to have to sleep on the same mattress last night in our separate sleeping bags.
And so she had to come over a wee bit closer to me than is probably normal. And out of this, there's these little whispers going around that there might be something between us.
He's too young, 6 years younger than me, come on.
And it's you're one of those things where temptation is right there and you've just got to stay away from it.
How many did you catch?
We've got about 5.
About 7. Wow. We're having a foraging day today. Today is our big replenishing stocks and paying back our massive overdraft that we owe to the other team.
See, it doesn't matter where in the world we come, we still manage to get ourselves into debt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Hahake traded a fish hook, 2 fish, and half of the next 2 chickens they catch for some climbing gear. But they haven't yet caught the food they've promised their rivals, so Michelle sets extra chicken traps.
As the numbers come down in the group, we started at 8 and now we're down to 5. It becomes more and more evident of who's doing what, because there's obviously chores that have to be done. The fire has to be sustained. You've got to gather food and firewood and all the rest of it. And as the numbers get down, it becomes evident as to who might be pulling their weight and who might be sort of slacking off a wee bit.
I've been giving Kane a bit of a hard time because apart from reciting really bad 80s rap songs, he hasn't really been doing anything. And I bet you the first thing he says when I go and ask him if he's caught any crabs, he'll say, "Oh, there was this big one in the tree."
Have you caught anything today?
Yes, I have, thank you. I caught that crab in the tree.
You are so funny for so many reasons.
On the other side of the island, Sandra is still devastated after her failed attempt to self-eliminate. She has come to hate the place.
I'm just sick of the constant battle, really. Call it lazy or scared or, I don't know, I'm missing home. Just to be able to relax and not to worry about the next meal or whether it's going to leak in our farley or... We just have that on our backs constantly and we're just not used to it, that's all.
Sandra, I'm going to have to take a bit of responsibility for her on my shoulders these next few days and keep her psyched up and, you know, going ahead. Because if she falters and gives up, well, it's going to affect the whole team.
But if Sandra is a problem, Revel is an even bigger one.
I'm just sitting back, kicking back, trying to save as much energy as I can. Realistic in the fact that I must have to be here because otherwise I would have left. I would have been gone yesterday, and yeah. So I'm just basically looking forward to going to the end now.
It's not fair if we're all putting in 100% and he's openly admitting to putting in 70 or 80.
Oh, exactly.
So what are we going to do? Are we going to say something to him? Or?
I think we should bring it up tomorrow and just see what he does about it. Otherwise, hopefully he'll be off on the next elimination.
Yeah, because we don't want to...
I doubt he will be.
Like, we don't want to bring it up meanly or anything. We just want to mention it to him and see if he pulls his weight a little bit more.
While Revel cruises, it's more work for everyone else.
Guys, I found another bottle. Numbers and letters.
Hooray. What do the numbers go up to? More than 26 or?
At a first glance, I'd say no.
Oh, that's good.
Diana and Revel attempt to decode the clue, a mixture of letters and numbers.
We've done the frequency count of all the numbers, and we're just in the middle of doing a frequency count of all the letters. And we haven't yet got a combination, but we're trying lots of different things. We're not sure yet.
Figure it out at home. Send us a bottle with a message in it.
You can never relax on Treasure Island. Danger is never far away.
There's no doubles.
Oh, that's not a nice little welcome.
Even in their camps, the castaways cannot escape the sea snakes, whose bite can be lethal.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Unlike their rivals on the other side of the island, Hehifo have yet to catch and eat sea snake. And even though they're desperately short of food, they let another potential dinner swim away. Somewhere on Treasure Island, $25,000 is buried, and this message in a bottle could help Team Hahake find it.
I'm not quite sure what it is. It could be either that way, and it could be maybe the cliff or something, or it could be that way, and it's a boat going into the shore, and that's the shoreline there.
And X marks the spot.
What is that out there?
This time, Hahake's first clue is not in code. They have to find the part of the island that matches this sketch, then head out to sea and look for something which may have come from a shipwreck.
That could be the cliff we abseiled.
That where we're in collecting,
Yeah.
crabs today.
That could be the cliff we abseiled.
Because there are heaps of these odd rocks that stick off the cliff.
Yeah.
Tide's
The
coming in.
time isn't that late, so do we want to go around and have a look at where that shoreline is now?
Yep. Yep.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
Okay.
Just walk around. We can do it again.
I want to go fishing.
Doesn't want to walk around the island again. Come on.
The part of the coastline that the map shows lies south of Crypt Cave, where the last piece of the treasure map was found. But they will need to work out from the scale drawing exactly how far out to sea they should go.
So we're looking for this
Jagged outpost.
few jagged outposts, yeah, and
Three
big large
strays.
rocks.
On a nice straight.
The beginning of a nice straight. No, there's too many rocks on that one, isn't there? We're looking for the 3 rocks.
But Hahake's quest is not as easy as it appears. The rocks along the coastline are almost indistinguishable.
There's those 3 rocks there.
Yeah, and that's the big rock.
Yeah,
here,
at the end there.
And little rocks along the shoreline.
Yeah. So according to that, we've almost got to come directly off.
A beam of the
Yeah.
3 rocks. So this is it. Yeah. But just don't know if it's that safe going out here. We've got here sort of right when the tide's coming in, and we would have liked to have gone off and had a bit of a snorkel and had a look out. But the tide's coming in, and these little swells could push anybody coming back in onto the rock. So it might be just a little bit hairy jumping off here at the moment.
Unless it's not even out there, but in here.
Well, on the reef.
Yeah, the boat comes in and crashes on the reef.
I don't think it'd make it right onto the reef. But it might, if it did crash on the reef, they might have swam ashore here. And there could be some clue or something up there. I mean, this clue's really, really vague.
Yeah.
You think it's worth going out there and having a
Well,
look?
it might even give us something because we don't know what we're going to use to get it yet.
So the treasure hunters scour the shoreline and find a piece of equipment that will no doubt come in useful.
Here you go, guys.
Yay! That was quick.
What's it, claws on it?
Yeah, or something.
Oh, I can't.
Treasure though. Oh no. It's another pulley.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I don't like the look of that pulley.
No, I don't like that one either.
Something
Okay, we've been working on this for probably about 5 or 6 hours now, and we're still not having any joy, which is a bit of a shame, really, but we will get there.
Maybe it's the 9th letter after... What did you do it after? F. Maybe it's the 9th letter after I.
Yeah, it could be. There's just so many different variations we can try on the alphabet.
Look at that, it says first. If you do it the 9th letter after I, you get F, I.
says first. First, that's a beginning.
It's the breakthrough Hihifo need to crack the code.
19 from N.
The numbers tell how many places in the alphabet to count after the previous letter.
G.
G.
We've now just cracked it, and it goes like this. First mate dispatched for his misdeeds, others perished by fight or seas.
As one we put things high and safe. Now I alone have naught but faith. Just one won't do, you will need more to carry out this deadly chore. From cryptic hole to one so dark, you'll need to pull to reach your mark. For centuries to star of steering, into blackness you'll be peering.
4 centuries north, you'll be peering.
Where's our start point now?
Yeah, exactly.
Where's our what?
We need a start point.
Where did we find our last thing?
Round at the caves.
Round at the cave.
So, where do you think our starting point is?
Okay, it's a
I
good
don't
point.
know. Yeah, that's a good call. So 400 steps north, 400 north from the cryptic hole.
What do you think it's north?
4 centuries of the steering star.
Why can't it be 400 around to the south? If we have to go 400 in, we have to go up the cliff.
Well, maybe
We've
we
got
have to go up the cliff then.
Yeah.
Hihifo have cracked the cryptic message. They must travel 400 paces north from the crypt cave, but before they leave camp, there is important team business to be discussed, conflict to be resolved.
Yeah, guys, I'm getting real hacked off with some people being negative. Okay, we're not going to win this clue today unless everyone just gets positive and gets motivated and starts working together as a team.
Just to be blatantly honest though, I don't think my being negative is making us go any slower.
Yeah, but it just affects the whole spirit of the team. You know, I know
it
you being
doesn't make us go slower, does it?
But it does, because you frustrate people.
How?
I know you're frustrating me by being negative all the time.
We're not going to win everyone.
But that's why Graham is
Are we?
saying.
I'm just bracing myself for the reality that we're not going to win everyone, are we?
It's not reality.
It is reality. We're not going to win everyone.
But if you give it 100%, you're going to come
Yeah,
close
I am
to
giving it
going
100%.
negative.
I am giving it 100%.
Well, you normally say that you're only giving 75%.
Well, that's when I'm working around here. But when we're going for
Why
it,
don't you give 100% around here when everyone else does?
I'm the one who hauls the coconuts and that down the hill and does stuff like that.
Revel resents the criticism of his tactics, and most of that resentment is pointed at his arch-rival, Chad.
There's always been a little bit of tension between Revel and I just think it's because he's quite loud and sort of always puts his opinion forward before thinking about it.
I think we have differing personalities, and at times we can be the same, but at times we have totally different ideas on what should happen. The thing that does piss me off is the group is more likely to go with him than it will with me, and yet when it comes to clues and that, they're quite happy to just let me take over.
I lift weights and do all the stuff that you don't do.
No, that's rubbish, man. We all do our bit.
Yeah, exactly. We all do our bit. I do my bit. I don't feel like I'm biking at all.
I know
You've got this idea.
I know you don't feel like you do, but the team in general doesn't feel that you're pulling your full weight all the time.
Yeah, I'm not. I've been telling you from the start, I'm not going to pull my whole weight. I want to have some energy for at the end.
He's only been given 80%. He's openly admitted to giving 80%, which is hard on me and the rest of the group because every day we fall into bed pretty much, you know. We give 100% every day and, work damn hard, and when he's just cruising on 80, it gets frustrating also because it means that you have to do the jobs that he's not doing.
Our goal is to set up the last person. We have to do that collectively. Now, if it is you, that's great, but it may not be you, it might be someone else.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I'm not saying that it is going to be me. I'm not for a second saying that it is going to be me. I just want to have something left over so I can give it to my all at the end.
Nothing is resolved, but there's no time for further fighting.
We're on to the cryptic hole where we found the treasure the other day.
Yeah, come on guys, let's make good time, eh?
Hihifo are trying to follow the clue by travelling 400 paces north from Crypt Cave. But what's letting them down is their sense of direction. Lacking a compass, they're heading not north, but north-northeast. They're veering off course, and the going's getting tough.
What's behind that rock up there? Is there possibly...
Tell me where north is.
There's nothing obvious so far, so...
Is there anything behind that rock place up there?
Nearly impossible to pace up here.
I think the whole fact that it hits a sheer cliff up there sort of ruins the pacing idea.
What if we went from Cryptic Cave 400 paces to the north on the beach?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, but we're already up here, so I think we may as well explore just a little bit further around, and if we do hit a brick wall, then maybe we stop and go and do your way.
I want to go the opposite way, eh? Just seems too much to be doing, to be going. Yeah.
Okay, well, whatever we're going to do, let's
I mean, we've got to do it as groups. That's the thing. I'll stick with your ideas, but I'll be fuming if I'm right. I'll be absolutely spewing.
Okay, well, just make sure you're not too negative on what we're trying to do, you know?
Oh, okay. No, I'll just go. We'll just go.
Putting aside their endless arguing, Hahifo get to the top of the cliff and search the pinnacle of the island until they spot an inland cave.
Yeah, here it is, guys.
Oh, good work.
It's in here.
Excellent.
With a telltale sack.
But it's up very, very high.
Oh, good stuff, good stuff. Good work, matey. Good work.
No.
I reckon we have a quick scout around here and see if there's anything we can possibly use. See if there's anything hiding.
Well, there's obviously a vine right beside it, so we should not discount that.
Yep.
It looks like you could actually walk up around the side and come from the top and drop something down. Perhaps we attach the pulley and then we lift someone up. Yeah, so we attach the pulley from a tree up the top, hang that down, and then we drag
That
someone
one there
up.
that's
Say
overhanging.
something about hauling it up.
Well, yeah, that's the pulley.
Yeah.
You got rope?
Yeah.
Yep. Don't know if it's going to be enough rope for that, though. We might need that climbing rope.
Okay, guys, we need to trade.
Yeah, we got to trade the harness and the rope.
I'm going to have to get it back.
So we'll go and call a trade now, eh?
Yep.
Hustle.
So Hahifo call a trading meeting with their rivals, determined to get the climbing gear they need. Hahake don't know why the trade is being called, but they do know they already owe Hahifo a debt of fish and chicken.
We need something from you this morning. We need your rope, the climbing rope, the pulley and the harness.
Okay, we're using the rope from the harness for our crew this afternoon. I would be very, very happy to trade that with you after we've used it. What we would be looking for is something that is not going to be really taken from you because you haven't really got it, and that's the debt. And we'd like to wipe the debt.
Tanya would rather lie to Diana and extract the maximum benefit from the trade than let her rival know that they actually have a spare rope and a spare pulley back at their camp. Tanya will pretend that equipment is crucial to their clue solving.
How close are you to solving your clue with that you need to have the rope for?
Probably around about 2 hours.
What if I were to say to you that we would, if we took the rope now, we'd be finished with it in 30 minutes, maximum 1 hour? Because for us, we would like to use it now to pay for having it for 30 minutes to an hour, max an hour. I'd be prepared to trade something on top of wiping all your debt out.
How many sinkers have you got? How much fishing gear have you got?
We could spare 1 sinker and 1 hook.
Fantastic.
A victory for Hahake and the devious tactics of tough girl Tanya. Hahifo may believe they have done well by securing the climbing gear, but Hahake have lost nothing. They don't need the rope or the pulley. They have spares, and they have made their rivals pay plenty for the loan of the gear. But Hahifo are on a mission. They have that sack in their sights, and now they have the rope and pulley they need to get it.
We're just trying to work out how we're going to rig this up. No one really knows how to do it, but we're kind of thinking we might need to put both pulleys together so it works in an S shape, so it's not so much weight we're lifting up, so it's not so hard.
And it'll just basically go like this.
We're checking.
Rightio! Here we go.
Graham, Chad and Rebel hike up around the ridge to the cliff top and tie the rope to a tree.
Watch out below, we're throwing the rope.
It's too dangerous to abseil down the cliff, so they'll have to raise someone from below. There are many secrets hidden in the waters of Treasure Island, and Team Hahake are desperately searching for one. The tide is right for them to explore exactly what was left behind in that shipwreck.
I think the best thing to do is to get out there, have a look at it, and then assess what we have to do from there.
Maybe best if two of us go out.
All right, I'll come out with you.
Just the two of you go out, find out if you can see anything, quickly, and get back in, because you don't want to be cut up by that reef.
And just how deep it is.
She'll hold the spear.
Clark and Michelle, the team's strongest swimmers, take the plunge together. And find on the seabed a sunken steel box. But the box is too heavy for Clark to lift.
It's a big metal chest wrapped in chains. So what we're going to do now is swim back to shore, get a rope through the sail bag and use it like an air pocket to lever it up and bring it into shore.
All hooked up.
Back at the inland cave, Hahifo have their pulley system all ready to lift Sandra, their lightest member, to the hanging sack.
You're just going to have to be careful when you go up. You know, it's raining, it's going to be slippery and stuff.
I don't have to be careful because I'm just going to be hanging there.
Oh, good call.
You guys have to be careful.
Right, shall we hook you up?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We're trying to keep it stabilised.
I am a little bit nervous, admittedly, but it's out of my hands completely.
It's only about 15 metres.
Yeah, so if I fall, what would happen?
You'll break in half. It's a race. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Okay, Sandra.
Yeah. All right.
Let's get this party started.
Yeah, here's your knife.
Thank you.
One,
1, 2, 3. Did you get the feeling she's facing the wrong way?
The pulley system works perfectly as Hahifo hauls Sandra 20 metres up into the rainforest canopy.
Pull it a bit.
Sandra, we're going to take you up a wee bit higher. Okay.
Up she comes.
That's better.
Yep.
That's better. That's enough. Got it.
Ready to come down?
Nothing else up there? Good, sweet.
Good stuff.
Keep going, Sandra.
Keep going.
Yeah,
Yep, we got it.
It's a
Good
way
coming
now.
through some trees now.
Thanks, Neville.
Good work, mate.
Woohoo!
Good stuff, team.
Clue.
That feels like rice.
This feels like flour.
Cool.
And some rope for a pig trap or something. Rope. Excellent.
Oh,
Look at a telescope.
Oh, telescope! Woo!
As well as rice, flour, nails, rope and a spyglass, Hahifo find their second clue. Then they discover an old but very familiar pirate song.
15 men on a dead man's chest. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
And a weapon.
It's a crossbow.
Yeah, mate.
Yours.
Right, let's go, eh?
Yeah, that was
We
all
have to
right.
shoot their rope back to them too at some stage. Yeah, but like.
But as they return to camp, Hahifo leave the rope tied to the cliff, breaking their promise to return it to Hahake within the hour. Hahake returned to the ocean determined to raise the sunken box. Simply attaching the rope to the steel box and dragging it to the shore won't work because of the jagged coral reef. So Clark's ingenious idea is to use an old sailbag from their camp as a flotation device. By tying the rope to the sailbag and then the steel box, they can lift it free of the sharp coral and onto the shore. The steel box is salvaged. Hahake too are now chasing that second clue and the food reward which only one team can win.
Brownies, brownies. More chain for the fire.
It'll be brownies.
Jeez. You can never have enough, no.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there we go, bit of the clue.
Clue.
Rice.
The reward for salvaging the box, some heavy chains, rope, rice, nails, a crossbow string, a pot, and the all-important second clue.
Looks like fun.
Plus that old pirate song which over the next few days could come back to haunt
Got a
them.
novel.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
This is past the winter nights when we get bored.
2
And
pages.
this must be the puzzle.
15 men on a dead man's chest. Yo-ho-ho and a bottle of rum. Drink and the devil had done for the rest. Yo-ho-ho and a bottle of rum.
A.
18 for me.
Now both teams have the same second clue. Hahifo have a stroke of luck. The code is the same letters and numbers puzzle they've already cracked. For once, deciphering is simple.
So it's been really quick to crack. We've done it in about 20 minutes.
Awesome time, guys. Primo.
Okay.
Read it out, dude.
Okay, here we go. Not the first to conquer this land, nor first to perish, I saw firsthand.
The chief kept watch from where he lay. I dared not step there to this day. To find the next point on your path, depart from this place of pirates' hearth. Beware of spirits watching you. At 90, but you should take 2. Go forth, take care, the first to change, and feast, but leave one out of range.
So we're going to the centre of the island where we know the pirates' hearth is.
Yeah. Yep.
Then what are we doing?
Think about it on the way up. Okay, let's go.
From the hearth at the pirates' camp, the clue is directing them 180 paces northeast, where can be found a taboo royal grave.
I think this might be a fireplace or a hearth.
Yeah, it's burnt, isn't it?
Hey guys, just something to bear in mind. On the clue it said something about dare not step.
Yep.
So we better make sure whatever we find we don't stand on, because we might break it or ruin it.
Yep.
We don't stand
This
on
is the point where we have to establish where to go, eh?
Okay, where's north from here? About that way?
Somewhere over here.
Oh, haven't we?
Yeah,
We've
no,
been
you're
down
right.
this
We
trip.
did that the other day, eh?
That's north over there because the sun's setting over there, mate.
I think it's quite close.
90, but take 2.
Sort of seems to me that like they're saying you should take 180 like steps or...
Yeah.
Revel's right about the distance of 180 paces, but agreeing on the direction is a whole new battle. Meanwhile, Hahake returned to camp to begin solving the second clue, and Michelle's trap springs a surprise.
Oh my God! I've got a chicken!
Oh my God!
We got to kill it right now. We need to eat it.
Oh, it's all right, Juggy.
It's not all
You'll be dead soon. Yeah.
Well, we might as well just wring its neck.
All right.
Okay, wring its neck.
Well, I'm not a huge fan of going out and killing anything at any time. The justification comes in eating it and knowing that it's not going to waste, and that you haven't done it just for the sport of it. I mean, it's hardly sporting wringing a chicken's neck.
Are we all agreed? Are we going to really not want to kill it? Tanya,
Well, yeah,
do you
no,
not,
obviously you want to kill it.
Tanya, do you not want to kill it now? Do you want me to do it? Just twist its neck. Come on. How hard can this be?
Bring this on its feet first. Just twist its feet and then try to twist its neck. Well, Naya would do it.
I've never killed an animal before. Come on, let me do it.
It's a moment Nayo has been preparing herself for.
You pull it and twist it.
One of the things that I decided that I would do if it came up was kill a chicken, and it seems like a strange thing to set yourself out to do, but it's a while ago that I wouldn't actually even touch a dead chicken unless it was cooked. And I think that it's really, really naive to think, well, okay, you can eat chicken but you can't kill it. Like you have no responsibility for that.
Okay, that's what we've got to work on. Ah, stop! It's going to bite me.
Okay, it's like jumping off a dive board. Just pull it up and ring it. Oh my God! Oh, yeah! Oh, that's it, it broke!
Oh my God!
And now we have to pluck it. I'll pluck it.
I'll pluck it while it's warm.
Oh! Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's all for the cause.
Let's eat it!
Their hunger and desperation to eat the chicken has distracted Hahake from the race for the next piece of the treasure map, and their rivals will make sure it costs them. For one team of castaways, food has overtaken the drive for the next piece of the treasure map. They have given their rivals and Team Hahifo a head start. Only one team can win the second part of the hunt, which means only one team will find the food and the next piece of the map. Hahifo have worked out from the clue that from the half at the pirates' camp, they must walk 180 paces. It reads, "Fourth take care, the first to change." So changing the first letter of fourth means north, and leaving out the first letter of feast means east. So the tabu grave they must find lies 180 paces northeast.
Guys, here it is.
Oh, it looks like a pineapple.
Be very careful, guys.
Be very careful.
Chad.
All it is a little clearing with a couple of trees, and there's a little
yesterday.
pot right in the middle with a pineapple sticking out of it.
yesterday.
What I'm just looking for is any booby traps or anything.
Might be, you know, some grave sites or sacred.
Graves.
Yeah. So just watch where we stand, eh? Don't stand on any grave sites or anything like that.
There's a headstone over here.
Yeah, I think the whole area is a grave.
Yeah,
the
it's
whole
sacred.
lot.
Oh yeah, guys, can you see the skull on the tree?
Yes.
Okay, so how can we get it without standing around that area?
Sacred land.
I reckon we should lasso it.
Okay.
Come on, baby. Surely we can swing this out.
Oh, it's that idea though. It's close.
No, you're doing all right. Oh, very
Hey,
close.
It's the spirit.
Yes.
There it is.
Now,
very gently.
carefully.
The food reward and the fifth piece of the treasure map is nearly Hahifo's.
Mate, underneath. See all the stones at the bottom?
Watch your feet, dude. We don't want to
Just
touch
get them
it
out
now.
of the way.
Revo, can you pull the machete back?
Just move your stick a minute, Rev. Stuff, Revo.
Pull me on.
Let it go. Yeah, baby.
A pineapple.
Oh,
That's right.
I don't know what that is.
Mate,
Hahifo have won the day's challenge. And as well as pineapple, some dates, lentils, onions and brown sugar, they find that very valuable piece of the treasure map.
Great team effort, guys.
Hahake are busy cooking their chicken. They don't realise that Hahifo have solved the second clue and won the reward before they've even started.
Permission to enter your camp,
Permission.
Team Hahake.
Permission granted, Team Hahifo.
The victorious Hahifo pass through Hahake's territory on their way back to their camp. But they won't get away that easily because the climbing gear has not been returned as promised in the trading meeting.
Hang on! For a second.
Buddy high.
When we did the trade earlier on today, there was something that had a time limit on it,
It was indeed.
and that was, I quote, half an hour max. So as part of compensation, we'll take the rope now and some of whatever the food that you got in your bin, barrel, tin, box, whatever it came in today.
Why do you feel that you're due compensation? Because of the time limit?
I told your negotiator that we needed that rope, and she promised to have it back within half an hour max.
They won the first clue, we won the second, they won the third, we won the fourth. We've won 2 in a row now, we won the 5th one, and it's now, I think they're getting a bit hostile about that because, yeah, things have started to turn a wee bit more nasty, if you know what I mean. Everything's so much more personal now.
Rebel, can we have a team talk? Can we have a team talk?
Yeah,
Can
let's have
he
just a minute,
have team talk,
maybe a minute.
We obviously are going to have to pay for something. So, but however, the food we got from using the rope was only the first clue.
Okay,
not
and that
the
is
second
back
clue.
at the Farley. Okay.
Yeah, and what did we get this morning?
We got flour and rice.
They can have half of the flour from that prize and half of the rice from that prize. Will you
If they
say
want
them
any
all?
more than half, tell them to stick it.
There's no dispute. We have one fact.
Yeah.
They broke a contract.
Yeah.
And the other thing that happens is the person who's guilty does not choose the punishment.
It's the way it works in simple contract law, so it should really be the way it works in island law as well, I guess.
We duly accept responsibility for overtime on your rope and harness. We are willing to give you half the food that we got from that.
From this clue.
From
that you
that
just
clue
got?
that we from the clue that we got, that we got, because
So you've only solved one clue today.
I prefer not to say.
Well, have you got any of the clue goods on you at the moment?
No.
From the second clue that you got,
Yep.
I'll take half of that.
Unfortunately, we can't offer you that. We didn't use the rope or harness.
I'm not negotiating.
Tanya knows the climbing gear was not crucial to her team's clue solving, but her rivals don't realise it, so she'll stretch the truth to make them pay.
We wanted to help you out.
We could have got this final clue had we had our proper rope. And if we hadn't have done that, you guys would still be waiting for that rope and we would be the ones having the whole booty. I'm not asking for the whole thing. I mean, I could, but I'm not. I'm only asking for half of it.
I would never go so far to assume that you could also get the second part of the clue just off having that one piece.
We've already basically solved it now and it's only taken us 15 minutes.
We had solved it 4 hours ago.
You finished the clue 4 hours ago. Why wasn't it returned 4 hours ago?
No, it wasn't 4 hours ago.
Oh, so Hahifo again is caught out lying.
No, we're not caught out lying.
No.
Tanya sort of was pretty harsh. She was talking to us like kids, and River wasn't the best negotiator, I don't think.
I hate being in a position of negotiating a losing case. I'm always a fighter. I like to fight, and I mean, I like to have something to be able to, some sort of meaningful leg to stand on, you know, something to be able to fight back with. But basically, I was in a submissive position.
Okay, guys, look, on discussion with my team, we have neglected that commitment of good faith. We're willing to offer you a third of our second prize, the luxury items. We went to a lot of hard work to get it.
You've broken the contract. You don't get to say, oh, you can have this, but we'll have this. I want to have a look at it, and I want to take half. I want half of whatever you've got, the treasure, now.
Okay, we'll do it.
I know that you said that you didn't have it with you, but I'm under the assumption that you do.
Yep.
Hahifo's decision not to keep their promise has cost them dearly.
The standard's set now. We know that if they ever renege on a deal, then we're going to get half of what they get. They've had to give us food and give us the machete and stuff like that, so I'm sure it's not the last time things like this are going to happen.
You understand that this is going to make us go doubly as hard for the next one?
Oh, absolutely. We're hoping on it.
It's fired me up, eh? I'm going hard for the next clue. I want to nail these guys back, and I want them to have nothing to be able to come back on us with.
Hahifo still lead the race for that $25,000 in hidden treasure. They have 3 of the 9 pieces of the treasure map. Hahake have just 2 pieces. There are 5 treasure hunters left in each team, and very soon there will be just 4 as Elimination Day looms. Treasure Island's 10 castaways have been summoned to the next elimination test.
I'm certainly not entertaining any thoughts of leaving because that's what I did last time. And I ended up really, really upset. Well, put it this way, I do want to go, but I refuse to end up in a state that I was the other day if I don't go. That was rock bottom for me.
The person that I would probably prefer went out of the 5 would be Revel. Just because he does create that conflict and that, that dynamic in the team, things would be a lot less complicated.
If the negativity is going to come back, well, we don't need it in our team. So if someone has to go, I'd say it's him.
I don't get the feeling that they would like me to go. I think I sort of add I think I add something to the group, especially when it comes to the decoding. I mean, that's my main forte. We just have to see what happens.
Hahake too are worried about the elimination.
The person that I'd most hate to see leave would be obviously the person I get along with probably the best, the person that I have the more things in common with, and that would be Michelle. She's a great fishing companion, and she's really handy around the fire, and she seems to sort of be on a level where you know what needs to be done, and she'll just go out there and do it.
I've probably maintained it right from the first elimination, but I'd like to see Naya go. I don't get on very well with her. I just find she doesn't contribute as much sort of mentally and physically to the group as everybody else does.
Competitively speaking, if there had to be just one person I chose, it would be Michelle, because her way of coping with things is that
when she's upset or frustrated, she'll be negative or sarcastic in her remarks, and when she's stressed out, she's a bit hard to handle.
Once again, the elimination of 2 people will be decided by a computer program that tests their knowledge of the island geography, what they know about each other, and where they think the treasure lies. Rebellious Revel has become an outcast in his team. His departure would be a relief for Hehifo. Tanya is outspoken but tough and determined to be there at the end. Sandra is a single parent longing to see her young daughter after 3 weeks apart. She's desperate to leave, but too afraid to rely on it happening. Michelle and Clark have become close allies. They'll exchange island knowledge, anything to stop one of them being eliminated. While Chad longs to see the back of Revel, and Clark wants to see the end of anyone. Except Michelle. Diana's the mother of her team, forever the peacemaker and master negotiator. Hehifo cannot afford to lose her. But Nio is not so indispensable. Too stubborn, too tough, too likely to argue. Policeman Graham is in the best physical shape, and he'll do anything to be there at the end. But for 2 of the castaways, the end is near.
Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring it on.
Nio and Sandra.
For Sandra, relief. For Nio, a brave face on her bitter disappointment. Not the least because she will never get to eat the chicken she killed.
You were.
But hey, look, I did my best in the test, so you guys beat me. That's the thing.
Poor old Nio.
Yeah.
She's a wee bit homesick today.
Yeah.
But she, she said she was going to try her best, so I don't
She
think
said
that-
she had a feeling she thought she might.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is getting
Oh man, I had the
great.
shakes that time.
That could have swung anyway, that one.
Sandra's longing for home is over at last.
Well, I think she'll be happy now. She gets to go home and see her daughter and gets back to the comforts of home.
Yep.
And she ended up giving it 100% to the end.
Yep.
She didn't self-eliminate, so it's all good.
Yeah,
That's what
important, eh?
Now I can get these boys knocked into shape, actually. That's what needs to happen.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, dear.
Wait for me!
There are many lonely days still to go on Treasure Island. Now, there are just 8 castaways left. The odds of winning that $25,000 in buried treasure have improved dramatically. But in the end, there will be only one winner. Next week, their quest takes the treasure hunters from the top of the island
That way.
to deep within it.
It was a moth.
As conflict with Revel threatens to destroy Hehifo's chances of winning.
It's there for a reason, you gimp. Things started getting pretty aggro. I felt like punching Chad.
Plus, all clothes off for a daring escapade.
You don't have many secrets after spending night after night together. It just seemed like the natural thing to do.